What is up, my beautiful model? My name is Robinator, and today we are continuing Honey High School with the sophomore year. Let's get into it. If you haven't seen the last episode, I'll leave a link in the description down below. Again, Zach Leather, and I will not fix it right now. I'll also leave that in the description down below. Bunch of stuff. So, sophomore year, let's go. Prologue. It's been almost 3 months since Ray got that mistake. So far, I found nothing except that my email has been wiped clean, so I can't find anything on there. Starting to get lonely from being alone over the summer. Well, next week is my sophomore year starts, so let's see if I can fix the bonds between Ray and me. Maybe get Brittany off my back.
Hopefully.
Long lost friend. Before I begin, guys, I'm gonna take a long gulp of water. Oh god. Okay. Anyway, I'm lying on my bed, thinking about if my sophomore year will be better than my first. I hear a knock, knock, knock at the door. Hang on. Now, who would be at the door? I go downstairs and open the door. I stand in awe of my old friend from New York, Janet. Hey, Chris, she said. Janet, I answered. What are you doing here? To see you, of course, she answered. Okay, so you're on a vacation, No, she replied. I moved here. Again, I was 9 or 10. Why? I asked. I'll explain later, she said. Okay, well, I'm off to unpack, she said, and she left. Okay, why would you want to see me here enough for... She said she'll tell me later. I'll just have to wait till later. Next week, on the first day of 10th grade, I walked into school and noticed that almost everyone had a girlfriend. Nathan was with Ash, Calvin was with Isabel, Alfred was with Calvin, and Calvin with his girlfriend Bonnie. Wait, Alfred with his girlfriend Bonnie. Then I saw Janet. She was standing by the door looking around like she was lost. I walked over and said, Hey, you lost? Yep, she said. Do you know where geometry is? Yep, I answered. Down the hallway. I gestured. I don't know how to pronounce that right. Toward the hallway. Last door on the right. Thanks, she said, and she left. I knew she would go here. It's the only high school for miles. Or maybe they're just in the same district, so she might be your neighbor. I went to algebra again. Miss Robin was same as ever. Do we have the same teachers every year? Then I realized I have Ray next class. Maybe I can change the tide between. This is gonna be awkward. The awkwardness. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, as I'm on my way to gym class, well, that's whatever. Also, trying to think about. Well, that's what everyone calls. I'm trying to think about calls it. I'm trying to think about what to say to Ray. Maybe I can try and explain what happened. When I got to the gym, I started sweating. I was so nervous, I just barged in. As soon as I walked in, I noticed Ray. When I walked up to her, she walked off. Dang it! I hoped I could talk to her. After gym, I went to lunch. Told the guys about gym. Then they started talking about someone that sounded like Janet. When I said her name, they were like, You know her? Wow, big shocker. You two ain't nothing. I tried to explain that we were friends from New York, but they just kept talking to him. One guy, thinking it was Clark, said, Is she available? Yeah, take her. Cool. He said, after school, loaded with homework, I went home. On my way, I ran into Janet. What are you doing at the school? I'm going to find clues about this mystery that I have. I replied, find about my mystery race. So you have a girlfriend, eh? She said. When I finished, then she just walked off. At home, about 6 p.m., Janet just let herself in. Wait, how? Do you not lock the door? Just asking. I walked up to her and say, What are you doing here? Said, I can't hold it anymore. I've got to tell you something. What? I asked. Hi, she said. Then out of the blue, she kisses me. Whoa, that just got heated. It was a long kiss. She wouldn't, and she wouldn't let me go let, until she was done, or she let me go, but she was done when she was done. I asked, "Why did you just kiss me?" She answered with, "Isn't it obvious? I like you, like really like you." Great, now another girl likes me. Now this is a straight up love square. Great, a love square. I've never seen a love square before. Flattered all, I said, but I don't think we can be together. What? She asked. I think it might ruin our friendship, I replied. And if we break up, it might ruin our friendship even more. Okay, she said, if that's how you feel. And she ran off crying. Janet, I yelled. Janet, wait. Nah, I think I just ruined our friendship right there. Great. Probably why she moved here. Chapter 3, The Dawns. To the tangle. Anyway, when I got to school why is all this messing up? Anyway, when I got to school the next day, I noticed everyone who doesn't have a girlfriend or boyfriend is looking around. Like they're looking for someone. Or something. I asked Rob what's going on. Didn't you hear about the dance? He asked. What? I almost yelled. Yeah, he said, it's supposed to be for all sophomores. You have to have a date and $5, otherwise you cannot get in. Uh-oh. Almost every single girl has asked me. He finishes. Okay, hey, maybe I can ask Ray. I said, I don't think so, man. I hear she's not going. Okay, well, I can ask Janet, I replied. Janet? He exclaimed. I thought you were just friends. Explained to him what happened last night. When he finished, he said, dang, dude, you're in a love triangle. A love square, but okay. Agreed, I said. On my way to algebra, I saw Janet. I walked up and said, hey, Janet, I'm sorry about yesterday, but do you want to go to the dance with me? I would love to, she exclaims. Okay, see you then. I don't think that's how love works, but okay. I've never been in love, so. If you're a boy, you might want to get in, if you're a kid in general, look out. Love is hard. Right by the classroom, Brittany's standing there. She really wants me to go to the dance with her. Hey, Chris, she says, as I walk up. You heard. Oh, you heard. Should be I heard about the dance, right? I heard about the dance. Maybe. No, I said. I'm going with Janet. What? She said. I thought with Ray gone you'd fall for me. Well, I've known Janet since New York. So if that answers anything, then I walked off. Talk about a rejection. Chapter 4, The Sophmore Dance. 2 weeks later, I was dressed in a black and white tux, holding hands with Janet, all beautiful in a silver dress. We walked up to the front of the school, paid, and went inside. When I walked in, I said, wow. The place was loaded with stuff like punch stations, and a big dance floor. Janet went to get something to drink while I went off to the dance floor. When she got back, a slow dance came on. I asked Janet to dance. She nodded and then we danced. It felt like forever when we danced. We danced, hung with friends. I thought I said hung with friends and even kissed once or twice. When the party was over, we went home. I dropped Janet off of her place and then went home. I couldn't sleep that night. I was thinking, what is the girl I've been looking for? Is she the one who I to spend my life with? No. The next week, everyone was talking about the dance. Along, Rob and I were talking. I hear someone say, Chris is mine. I turn around and see all the girls who love me. Ray, Janet, Brittany, all in a straight circle. Curved circle, you know what I mean. No, I fell in love with him first, said Brittany. Hey, girls, said Ray. You're forgetting who's his first girlfriend. And all started saying stuff like, he's mine, and stuff like that. Eventually, they all started yelling, and everyone could hear. I just could stand there in awe. Eventually, a teacher came, took the girls to the office. What did I just witness? Hashtag, what did I just witness? Suspended. The next day, Janet, Ray, and Brittany weren't at school, probably because of yesterday. I asked Robin, he said, I heard they were suspended. What? I said, why would they do that? Beats me, he answered. I need to solve this. After school, I went to Janet's house, an apartment on Main Street. I knocked on the door. Her dad entered the door and said, don't even think you're going in there. You got her in this mess. I don't even think I'm going to allow you two to date. Talk about giving someone a blessing. He slams the door. Well, I'm not going this way. Guess I'll have to sneak in. Got an idea. Went to the fire escape ladder. I climbed into her floor, her bedroom. And I found her in there, alone. I knocked on the window and she let me in. What are you doing here? She said immediately, if my dad finds you here, I kissed her to quiet her. I know the risk, I said. When we retracted, why were you suspended? I asked. The school rules state that harsh arguments are illegal. Well, school. She said, okay, I said. I stayed there for an hour and then left. It took the same route for the next 2 weeks that she was suspended. Caught the criminal. Months later in April, I got to school noticing that everyone was murmuring as I passed. When I saw Janet, I walked up. She said, what is the meaning about it? I'm hearing about you cheating on me. Say what? I asked. Why would I cheat on you? I don't know, she answered. People are just saying that you're dating Brittany. What? I exclaimed. This is what happened last year. It's a pattern. I think I know who broke me and Ray up. And he's trying to break us up now. Who? Brittany, I answered. I know! Big shocker, everybody! Immediately, we both went to the principal's office and explained our story. He told office manager, Mr. Clark. I think Clark and Mr. Clark are related. No, just me? Okay. Call up Ray. When Brittany, Janet, and me... call up Ray, then Brittany. Janet and I stood with Brittany for a bit outside the office. Then, with Ray, Brittany walked out. Brittany walked out of the office looking mad and frustrated. The principal came out and said, thanks, you caught the colonel. She's been expelled. Expelled? We all said at once. Yep, what she did was a serious crime. Okay, well, now she doesn't have to go here. Maybe she'll be out of my life. The best thing I've heard in a long time. Besides the fact that you just missed like 2 classes. Year 2, graduation. 1 month later, we did the same thing we did last year at graduation. The principal gave a similar speech except said stuff about sophomore year instead of freshman year. After graduation, unquote, I asked Janet if she wanted to hang out. She nodded and we went to my house. We spent the next few hours talking about the next year and the crazy stuff we went through this year. When she left, I couldn't help but think about this year. Brittany is gone, so Ray might believe me that I didn't send the email. I want to get back together, foreshadowing. What am I thinking? I'm in love with Janet. Let's hope she doesn't become a Yandere Chan. I do not own any of the rights to Yandere Chan. Do not copyright me. Let's see what happened. The sequel to the amazing Honey High School book. Chris goes through his second year at Honey High School. He will continue having lots of drama and romance in his life. Will he survive his second year at high school? Will he fall for Brittany? Will his friend from New York cure his heart? Will Ray come back into his heart? Find out in this book. So yeah, if you guys liked the sequel to my non-famous book, by the way, I forgot to mention in the episode, you cannot get these books. These books are only on my computer, but some of my friends from my school have them. And if you know one of my friends, which I doubt you do, or you are one of my friends, you already read this multiple times. Or just however many times you read it. But thank you all so much for watching. If you like this episode, please hit that like button, show your support. And I'll see you all in the next. Adios, amigo.